What's up, guys? End of week 11. I'm really excited about the stuff I got to share with you guys today. It's some good stuff, so let's do this. What's up, guys? So if you see below, I did really good this week. I did sort of a detox this week, so I went down well over 5 pounds, which I'm super psyched about, but it really sets the bar for next week because I'm so close to getting that 10-pound loss like I had said that I wanted to do at the end of week 10. So I'm super pumped about it. If you can see, I'm feeling great. This is my first time through, and I definitely got a lot more definition in my abs, and my weight is still above 180, but I feel freaking amazing, and my clothes are still a lot looser, so I'm super pumped about that. And I've been getting a lot of questions regarding my meal prep and just what I'm eating on a daily basis, and also some questions regarding whether or not I follow the Book of Beast. You have to remember, I started this program years ago. This is my 5th transformation with this program. So I've been doing Beast for quite some time, and eventually you gotta venture away and do your own thing, and just know that this is a lifestyle, so you can't always refer to that small thin book of Body Beast, but it is a great starter to kind of get an idea of what you should and shouldn't be doing. If this is your first time through Body Beast, I would highly recommend reading through that entire book and just kind of getting aware of what you should take in and just get knowledgeable of what you're supposed to be eating. So that's pretty much what I got to say about the Book of Beast. So that said, I don't follow Book of Beast anymore. I used to, but now I've sort of just kind of started my own thing. I haven't used the Book of Beast. I still do some recipes out of that book from time to time. Like I love the soggy meatloaf. That's one I would recommend. The meatballs out of that book are really good. I've made those a ton of times. And between those two, I've made like a shit ton. Froze a lot of it in like freezer bags, and it made it really easy. But of course, you know, if you do that, it works out amazing, but keep in mind, you're gonna get sick of it, and that's just the reality of it. No matter what, you know, I say this too all the time, it's just fuel to get you through the week. If you're like me, I splurge 1 day a week, so that's what keeps me to getting that food down, knowing I have that splurge day coming. So I look at food during the week just straight up as fuel and just to get results. So yeah, that's what I got to say about that. So Book of Beast is a great tool if you're starting out, but eventually you're gonna have to venture from that book. So no, I don't use the Book of Beast anymore because I feel like I've developed enough knowledge from it and just kind of learned on my own what's good and bad. If you're looking to get shredded and just gain some size, this is your first time through Body Beast and you're looking to gain a little size and get shredded, you got to stick to the common rules of just staying away from sugar. Don't have a ton of carbs. That's something you can always kind of maybe play with when you're doing Beast, maybe for the 2nd or 3rd or 4th time, and you can kind of play with that. But 9 out of 10 times, most people when they're first starting out with Body Beast, they're going to want to see some definition and they're going to want to gain a little size. So the few things that I would recommend to do that would be to stay the hell away from sugar and don't have carbs before you go to bed. If you want to have carbs at lunch and get your breakfast in. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. That's going to keep you away from making those really bad decisions. So it's important to get breakfast in. So just to kind of go through my week this week, I don't want to talk too much about meal prep every single week because there's just so many other things I want to talk about, and I'm trying to keep these videos somewhat short. Just to run through, I had this week, at the beginning of the week, I had turkey sausage mixed with some vegetables, if you see here. You can do other things other than red peppers. You can do any vegetables, but this was amazing. And then you can put any hot sauce over the top of it, and it's actually really good. And then also what I had was shredded chicken pretty much all week for lunch and dinner. After I ran out of the turkey sausage, that didn't go very far, didn't make enough. But the shredded chicken, all I did was put a bunch of chicken in a slow cooker pot and cooked it up with some chicken broth and a taco seasoning packet and a ranch packet. And I let that cook for like 4 to, I think, was it 5 hours on medium or a low heat. So that's what I did for lunch and dinner. And then sometimes I run out, on Friday or Thursday or whatever with the meal prep, but with dinner, of course, I have all my lunches kind of like put in a container and ready to go. But dinner, I ran out on Friday with meal prep. So all I had Friday was just egg whites with turkey meat, and then some extra eggs on the side. And then also with the shredded chicken during the week, I just had some more egg whites. You cannot go wrong with egg whites because they're super cheap, and it's known to be one of the best forms of protein out there. So I would highly recommend sticking to the basics of eating a lot of egg whites. Don't eat the yolks on every egg. That's a ton of fat. It's a lot of trans fat, and it's just not healthy. If you're going to have eggs, I would recommend just having all the egg whites and maybe one yolk. Another thing I want to talk to you guys too about is where is your intensity at? One thing you got to remember when you're doing Body Beast is that your intensity level absolutely has to be on point. If you look at here, my intensity level is definitely not where it should be, and I'm doing this to kind of show you guys. Now, if you look at me here, you're going to see it's completely different. My intensity level, you can obviously tell, is a lot higher, and this is where you need to be if you want to see results. You should be pushing hard, and you should be sweating and just pushing your weights. If you're not going up every single week or at least every other week with your weights, or at least having some mental note what you did last time in certain workouts, you're not going to get results with Body Beast. You might get some results, but it's not going to be like crazy results like I got in my previous transformation. I pushed my weights like a crazy person, and that's absolutely what you have to do with this program. You have to get in every single workout, and you have to push your weights hardcore. Like I talked about in my last week vid, if your eating isn't exactly on point or where it should be, that sure as hell don't mean that you shouldn't be getting in the gym and pushing your weights. Like, say if you just kind of fell off the bandwagon, you ordered a pizza for lunch, there's still a lot of protein and a lot of carbs that you can use to push through your workout and to at least gain some muscle. And keep in mind, for every pound of muscle that you gain, you're gonna burn a lot more calories when it comes time to doing, like, say, some cardio, like beast cardio or any workout. Doesn't matter whether it's cardio or not. The stronger you are, the more intensity you can bring to each and every workout, the faster you're going to burn through that fat. So it's just important to just stay consistent with your workouts, push your weights, have mental note of what you did last time, and just stay consistent. So it's absolutely important to keep that in mind, that your intensity level has to be on point. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about too is a lot of people ask too is how many times can you do Body Beast before you stop seeing results? Body Beast is a lot of basic moves. Like, say Ronnie Coleman, known to be one of the greatest bodybuilders ever. You think he's just going to be like, okay, I've been doing bench press for the last few weeks, I think I'm just going to stop. No, he's not. He's been doing bench press probably from the beginning of his career. There's certain moves you're just going to do forever, and all the moves through Body Beast are very basic moves. I think at some point he said they're kind of old school. Like, it's just the basic get huge and whatever workouts. So just keep that in mind. With all the different types of sets, there's so many different types of sets in Body Beast. You can probably do this program forever and keep getting results every single time. Like, I don't plan on leaving this program ever, probably, unless he comes out with a Body Beast 2. That would be fantastic. But I will probably incorporate other things, maybe mixed in on certain days and whatnot, but I will never stop lifting. Like, I'll never stop doing an arm curl. I'll never stop benching. I'll never stop squatting. You're never going to hear any of those big-time lifters stop doing those moves. Like, this is just not going to happen. So that's what Body Beast is. It's all those moves. And you got, like I said, you got all these different types of sets and progressive sets, drop sets. Like, there's tons of different types of sets. And you can also, if this is like your 4th or 5th time doing Body Beast, there's little things you can do. Like the 5 sets of 5 curls. If you're doing this move with a bar, switch it up. Use dumbbells. Boom. You just change the workout a little bit. All right. So there's one example of things you could do. For the bench press, instead of, if you maxed out with your dumbbells, like for me, for instance, a lot of the moves, or some of the moves, I'm using the 75-pound dumbbells for every single move. And I go until I fail every single set. I typically then go to the bar. I do have a bar, and instead of using the dumbbells, I'll use a bench bar and use plates. Like, there's things you can do and incorporate into this program where you could literally do this program forever, and you're going to always see results because you're not doing the same things every time. A lot of people say that if you do the same moves all the time, you're going to stop seeing results. Well, that's false because you're going up in weights. Things are always changing, and you can always add in those little modifications to your workouts to keep it different, and keep that muscle confusion going. This is your fifth or sixth time doing Body Beast. You can change up the schedule a little bit if you want. There's limitless things you can do to keep getting results with this program, and that's what I'm going to show you guys. So you guys are going to see me get amazing results again, and I'm going to just keep going. But that's all I got for you guys this week. If you guys like these videos, make sure to keep commenting, like the video, and then also if you guys want to do this one-on-one with me, just that door is always open. All I gotta do is fill out my online questionnaire, and I will shoot you back a response within 24 hours or so. I can't believe this is my last week of Body Beast. I'm excited because now I'm going into huge beast every time after this, and that's what's up. And I'm going to continue to share with you guys a little bit about what I'll be doing as far as incorporating some other workouts and things like that now that we're going into round 2. I'm super excited to be back in full health after my surgeries. Excited to talk to you guys at the end of week 12 to give you guys my final transformation for my first time through Body Beast. We'll talk to you guys later. Peace.